Hey guys, so today I am doing it's all about my brows basically. I'm going to tell you everything, how I get them done, who I get them done with, how I maintain them, how I fill them in, everything like that. So sit back and relax. If you are a brow fanatic and just love brows, then you will obviously enjoy this video. I personally am never 100% happy with my brows because I am someone that is a perfectionist. I do like things being absolutely perfectly symmetrical, the shape and everything, and when it comes to your brows, that is just not how it is. Your brows, every beauty guru on YouTube has probably said this, your brows are more like sisters. They will never be twins, so just keep that in mind, that you can try your best to shape them, and I know some people are crazy when it comes to their brows, but you have to be happy in the best way that you can get them, and this for me is quite good. I'm liking the thickness and the shape of my brows at the moment. I want to let you guys know what I actually do to my brows. Now, I do not groom my brows myself. I maintain them by myself, but I actually get them done professionally. I would probably say once a month, I would probably say I get them done. And I actually thread my brows. Well, I don't, but my aunt is a beautician and she does it for me. I have never tried waxing my brows. I do tweeze and thread my brows. I've never tried wax. I can't speak and say, you know, it is good or it's bad. I really don't know. Since I was, I think, 13 or 14, I started threading my eyebrows. I had very, very thick, manly brows that had absolutely no shapes. They were just literally like caterpillars on my forehead, and they were thick, out of shape, like a jungle. That's actually what my aunt said the first time she threaded my brows. I actually get my very thick eyebrows from my mum, which now is thankfully a trend, but when I was in high school it was not a trend, so I was picked on for my brows. That's basically all I do to actually get them groomed. So after I get them actually properly done by my aunt, I will every single day or every other day I go through with tweezers. These are just any old tweezers. It's just the ones that I have, and I go through and I pick out any sparse hairs. I actually need to do that today. I didn't do that earlier because I wanted to show you that I do have grown hairs, and I wanted to show you how I do that. So let's get into that right now. So I got my little tweezers. See some sparse hairs right here. I don't know if the camera is really going to pick it up. I try to do this every time I do my makeup. You typically should do this before you do your makeup, but I wanted to show you guys how I do it. So as you can see, I've only got like 2 or 3 sparse hairs that I've just cleaned up. I have a little bit more on this side, so I'll try and do this side for you. But any eye primer and things like that that you go in with, it will generally just cover all that up. But like I said, I'm a perfectionist and I like there to be as less hair as possible. Okay, that's much better. Much happier with that. So I do that every couple of days or so. I like to go and just tweeze out any sparse hairs, not only because it will prolong me from going to the salon every time, but it also, like, I just don't know, but having perfect brows and clean brows just makes any makeup look so much prettier and so much, it's just better. So that is how I groom my brows, and that's how I maintain them, by doing that every couple of days or so. We'll show you right now how I fill them in, so let's get into that and then we are all done. So the first thing you want to do is choose a brow pencil, or whether you want to use, eyeshadows. Pencils is your 2 different options. I did used to use eyeshadows to fill in my brows, but lately I have preferred actually filling them in with a pencil. The one that I personally use is the Palladio brow pencil. I got this from Makeup Geek, and it basically, this is the shade brown. I think it comes in like blonde and a dark color to this, like black brown, but whenever I fill in my brows, I typically just use a brown because that mostly will match everyone's hair color, like whether you have reddish hair, whether you have more darker hair. So this comes with a spoolie on one side, and then it has the pencil on the other side. Now obviously this pencil is not sharpened, and it needs to be, because you want the pencil to point where you can actually get into the brows properly. I'll just use any eye pencil sharpener like so. So that is more or less the shape that you want, like an actual point where you can get into your brows much easier. The first thing I do, if your brush doesn't come with a spoolie like this one, you can definitely use just a brow brush, or even just a mascara one that obviously has my mascara on it. I'm going to take the spoolie side first. I'm going to start off by just brushing through them, because that in itself will make such a big difference. Because when I'm doing like my foundation and things like that, it does get into my brows sometimes, like the powders and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you brush all of that out first. And if your foundation or any powder concealer that you use does get into your brows, it's okay. It'll almost act like a little bit of a primer for them. So you can see that makes a difference already just by combing through them. You can see it's much more defined and a lot darker than this side, obviously. So I'm going to do the same thing to this brow, and then I'm going to move on to the pencil side. So I like to start from the outer tail and work my way inward. So what I do is I'll start from the underneath right here, not on the top. I'll start under, and I like to start right on the arch here, and just in short strokes. You don't want to actually go and draw. You want to do just short, light strokes. So I actually go ahead and I outline that, and I make that tail. That's why I like most of the definition is in the outer tail. And then I'll follow through with that all the way down, but not so much right in here, because then we'll just use the brush later to spread it around. The bottom is more defined than the top already, so now we need to match it up and do the same with the top. So again, starting off on this outer tail, just short strokes, bringing it in, filling in any sparse hairs. You don't want to be too over the top, just a little bit. So you can see the difference. Well, I hope you can. So starting off right by this arch, making the tail, following it down. And it depends on the shape that you want for your brows. If you want an arch, if one is more arched, one is more curved, you can kind of match that and play it up however you want it. Then once I am happy with how I fill them in, I'm actually going to take the spoolie side again, and I'm going to brush through them. So I start off on this inner part here where you can see that we didn't fill much in, so it's still a bit bold, but that's what I use this for, because it really distributes it very evenly. So once I've done that, I'll go through and actually comb through my brows. Just once again, so that they're more in place. And this will help distribute any uneven product, so it's not like a choppy line or anything like that. And that's it. That is all I do to fill in my brows. So like I already said, your brows are not meant to be absolutely symmetrical, and they will never be. You can try your best to make your brows absolutely the same shape, but it typically doesn't work. The most perfect brows I've probably seen would be either Jaclyn Hill's or Kim Kardashian's. They have absolutely amazing brows, just how I fill in my brows. So I hope you all found this helpful. I hope you found all the little tips that I have told you in this video helpful. I will be filming a vlog video after this, because I have a couple of updates that I need to talk to you guys about. And I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.